Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jordan Beauty YT, and today I'm gonna be giving you guys another story time. And just to let you guys know, all my titles are never gonna be clickbait. They're never clickbait. I'm a real person. I don't do that. So what you see is what you're about to get. So that's the tea you're gonna get. So actually, when I was starting my YouTube channel, someone told me you should do clickbait. It'll help you get more views. And I'm like, that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm about, you know. I'm not here to get people pissed off at me because I did clickbait, you know. Of course I want views, but I mean, you know, hopefully, and by the looks of it, my titles of what I'm really talking about is good enough. So good enough for me. So let's just start this video. My highlights popping, so I low-key want to sit like this and talk to you guys like this the whole time and just be like, so I overdosed on edibles. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, but I want to sit like that because my highlight is, that's Becca Opal, by the way. That's Holy Grail product. So this is the fourth video I am filming today with this makeup, so if you guys notice some similarities in some videos, that's it. But yeah, I try to change it up for you guys and change the outfit. But yeah, now after this long ass intro, let's get into the motherfucking video, okay? I'm a little because I've been filming all day, but and I've been drinking coffee all day. So this is the time, by the title you guys can tell, this is the time I overdosed on edibles. So yeah, I live in Denver, Colorado, and weed is legal here. Yes, I am only 20, so technically I'm not supposed to do it, but you know, whatever. So this was back in 2014. I graduated high school in 2014, and this was about 2-3 months, no, three. Wait, if the camera shakes, my cat is sitting right in front of me, on a chair. You're being a little cutie. Anyways, so this is 3-4 months after I graduated high school. I got a job at a restaurant called, I don't know if I should use the restaurant's name because they didn't fire me for this. I don't work there anymore, so I don't know. Can you stop moving? If you're gonna sit there, be still. Anyways, I worked at a restaurant called Twin Peaks, and it is a restaurant like Hooters, like Tilted Kill, all the other ones. I think there's Wing Slingers or something, I don't know. But yeah, it is a restaurant, and that was my second, oh my god, thank you. That was my second serving job, and I got a job there, and this was football season, and I was new, and we got really busy. So I was used to being busy because my job before that was Steak and Shake, and it was a busy place. But yeah, so I was working there, and it was pretty busy, and like I said, I wasn't that used to it because I didn't serve a lot at Steak and Shake. I was mostly a hostess. But yeah, so I was pulling my first double, and I was like, damn, this is gonna be a long day. I've done doubles since then, and it's really not that big of a deal, but I hadn't done one, so I was like, this is gonna be the longest shift I've ever worked in my life. And so I was waiting on this table, and it was these two guys, and I remember we started vibing, and at Twin Peaks before, I don't know how it is now, you had to sit with your table and talk to them. You literally had to sit down to take the order. That was one of our steps of service. And so I got to know them, and I vibed with them because they had Falcons jerseys on, and I'm from Augusta, Georgia. So hold on, not so bad. Anyways, so I was sitting with them, talking to them, vibing with them or whatever, and then I noticed they were eating something, and I noticed they were eating, I'm gonna let my cat out. Sorry, she wanted to go outside. Anyways, so I noticed that they were eating this, it was chocolate. They were eating chocolate, and I was like, what are you guys eating, whatever. I was like, are those edibles? And they're like, yeah, they're edibles or whatever. And honestly, I wanted it, well, when they offered it, I wanted it because it was chocolate, not because it was edibles. Before this, I had edibles one time, and it was granola, and they were medical edibles, and I think it was indica, not sativa. If you guys know what sativa is, a brain high, and it just makes you if you have anxiety, it's not good. at all. If you have any type of like, and I have bad anxiety, my anxiety is like here, whereas the average person's is like here, and mine is here. So above this fucking viewfinder thing. And so sativa's not, you're not a good candidate for sativa if you have anxiety. But the one before that, I'm almost positive was indica, because I went right to sleep and I didn't freak out when I had that granola. So I didn't really know. I was like, cool, yeah, let's, yeah, how it work. So they're like, oh, do you want some? And I was like, oh, sure. And they gave me, so basically it's kind of like a Hershey's bar, right? So a Hershey's bar is like this size, and you have it broken up into like three, I think it's three like little sections, and then you have like 1, 2, 3, like 4 rows, right? So you have 4 rows of like 3 little bars, right? Where you break it and you eat it like that. So they gave me, I think, like out of the little sections, I think they gave me like 4. So like, or like maybe actually I think they just gave me like a whole row. They gave me a row. They gave me a row. So it's like 3, maybe 4, I can't really remember. So it was about like this wide and like that long, right? And so they gave it to me. I'm like, oh, thanks, whatever. So then I go and I eat some. And I didn't know that you're supposed to, only eat 1, and I've eaten 1 after that and I don't like edibles, so I don't even smoke weed at all, really. And they gave me, I ate the whole thing, basically. I ate all of it because I did not know. I had just moved here, you know. I had lived here before, but I was young. I didn't know anything about that. And so I ate the whole thing, and I would say about 15-20 minutes goes by, and I'm like, what the fuck, like, this is fake. They didn't give me anything, whatever. And I'm just waiting tables, and it is hot. It is hot. It's still the summer. This is when football season first started. It was a hot day, and I was working on the patio. And I remember I was taking an order, and I was like they were telling me, and I was like acting weird, and I was like, holy shit, am I acting, in my head, this is what you know, I was like, am I acting weird? Am I high? Am I acting high? Oh, let me stop acting high. And I'm taking their order, and I'm like going getting beers and stuff, bringing them out to the tables or whatever, and I'm like, fuck, like it hit me. I was like, holy shit, like I don't feel good. It wasn't even like, oh, I'm high as fuck. I was like, I don't feel good. And so I went to the bathroom, started breathing deeply, and I was like, okay, just pull it together, pull it together. I go back outside, I'm waiting tables, and it's so hot, and customers are talking to me, and I'm just not processing what they're saying. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna faint, because I faint a lot, like when I don't feel good and shit. It's like, fuck, I'm gonna faint. So I ran to the bathroom, and I was like, just put some cold water on your face, put some cold water on your neck, and you'll be fine. I was freaking out, and I was like, oh my god, I don't feel good. And I was dating this girl at the time, and I called her, I'm like, I did edibles, I don't feel good, I'm freaking out. And she got pissed because I was doing edibles. It wasn't even worried about me. She's like just bitching or whatever. So I hung up the phone with her, but she's like not helping me out. I was feeling worse. And then I like sat down, and when I was sitting down, it felt like a bucket of like cold ice water was pouring down my head. I felt like I was hallucinating. Like I felt like I had cold sweats. I was freaking out. And so I was like telling one of the waitresses, please go watch my tables. And I had told some of the girls that I did edibles, so they kind of knew that, like, fuck, she's like, what the fuck is going on? They kind of knew. And I was like, please go watch my tables, like, I don't feel good. And of course one of them snitched, whatever. And so then I go into the dressing room, because we had a dressing room, and I'm sitting down on the ground. I'm like, I don't feel good. I told one of the girls, please tell the manager I don't feel good, like, I need to go home right now. And I called my mom, like, you need to come, like, right now. She's like, what? I was like, you need to come pick me up. I can't drive the car. Please come pick me up. I don't feel good. That's all she knew, was that I didn't feel good. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna faint. And so she came. She's on her way or whatever, and the manager came in, and he was like, Jordan, what's wrong? And I'm like, I just really don't feel good. I feel lightheaded. I feel like I'm sick. He looked at me. He's like, are you high? And I was like, no. I was like sitting on the ground, so I'm like this, right? And I'm looking up at him, and he's like, are you high? And I was like, no, I'm not high. And I didn't feel good, so I was like, I'm not high. And he was like, your pupils are like taking up your entire eye. Your pupils are beyond dilated. You're high. And I didn't say anything because I lied to him. I was like embarrassed, and he like knew. I was like, he's like, okay. Telling the girls to take her tables, clock her out, do her checkout for her, whatever. I was so embarrassed. And my mom picked me up, and she like helped walk me out. I was so high, I couldn't even walk by myself. So she helped walk me out, and then we went home, and I remember we had company over, and I was so high, and I got home and I felt just a relief being at home. And my mom cooked. She cooked lasagna that night because we had people over, and I was so hungry when I got home. Like, all I could think about was food. It was so, like, I was starving. And I remember she had cornbread, and like the little cornbread trays, like usually when people make cornbread, I don't know, I guess it can be different. It was like a little square cake pan, and I ate, I think there was half left. I ate just like this much cornbread. I ate all of it, and I was still so hungry. I ate all of it, and so then she made dinner and then made lasagna, and I ate like 2 or 3 plates of lasagna after that cornbread, and I smashed it, and I like couldn't eat more because like we had guests over, they had to eat too. And then after that I took a bath, and I was still fucking high. I ate all that, I was still fucking high. And I was taking the bath, and I was like starting to feel like getting used to the high, I guess, and whatever. I was taking a bath, and then I went to sleep, and I woke up and I was still high, and like it started to wear off. And then I remember I called Twin Peaks, and I was like, talked to the manager. He was like, you know, I talked to the boss, we're gonna suspend you, we're not gonna fire you just because you didn't know. He's like, you could really, he's like, I know you're not from Colorado or whatever. He's like, but you can really get, he was a nice manager before we got a fuck ass manager. He was like, but you can really get sick. Like you can go to the hospital and die. That, like, people don't understand you can overdose on marijuana. And he like felt sympathy for me, and he's like, I know you didn't know, but just you need to be careful because you can really get hurt. You can really get sick. You can even die. So yeah, so that was terrible. And like I said, after that I had one chocolate bar, just a little piece that you're supposed to eat, and I felt like shit. Like and after that I never did edibles after that last time. And I'm not a good candidate for edibles. I'm not a good candidate for smoking weed. I got so high off of just smoke, like I don't like it. I don't like feeling like that. It just makes me feel sick and like, ugh, like I'm gonna die. And I freak out every time, and I feel like I need to go to the hospital every time, and I'm gonna faint. So that was the time I overdosed on edibles. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. This is one of my shorter story times, so I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment a video request in the comments below, and subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Ciao.